Even in Squid Game, which you're playing with your life, every day is a life and death situation. They still want to satisfy their physiological need for sex. Maybe they think that they feel more alive if they have sex. And sex is also used as a trade, as a form of transaction. For this woman, she tries to trade sex for protection and a chance to rely on someone to get through the game. Unfortunately, the trade didn't work out because the man is a gangster and a bully, and of course he doesn't keep his word. He does whatever is in his best interest, and when it's not in his best interest to have that woman on his team, he just discarded her and chucked her aside. So that woman, of course, she bore a grudge, and when it came for her to have an opportunity to pay back, she decided to die with this man and push both of them to their deaths. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned, isn't it? This greed for sex, this lust, is a very detrimental force in the quest for enlightenment. Buddha once said that if there's enough force like lust in this world, we will all be lost. There will be no escape to Nibbana because of this strong, lustful nature. It's because most people think that an orgasm or a climax is the highest pleasure that can be found with the human body and in the mind. And these people are so ignorant. Obviously, they don't know anything about meditation. In meditation, the mind can become so focused and concentrated and clear, and when it rises to a certain level, the pleasure in it is far more than what you can get out of sex. It is at least 1,000,000 times stronger than the experience of an orgasm. So those people who are addicted to sex, they keep seeking out sex. It can be with one partner or with different partners. They think that sex gives them the highest pleasure. These people are so foolish and stupid. You really want the highest pleasure, you go and meditate. The pleasure from meditation is way more than what you can possibly get from sex. And you don't even need a partner to do it. You can do it by yourself. So that's why monastics, monks and nuns, they can meditate for hours. They can sit so peacefully and blissfully for hours because it is very pleasurable. Jhanas, which are the levels of concentration that you can experience in meditation, are the most pleasurable conditioned states that are known to humans. If you don't believe me, you can go and try it out. Just enter the first jhana and then you can see for yourself. Then there is the greed for fun and amusement that the old man with the tumor talked about at the end of the drama. He said that rich people and poor people are the same in that they are bored with life. But he's wrong about one thing. It's not just rich people or poor people who are bored with life. Life is boring for everyone. Don't you have to wake up, brush your teeth, shower, pee and poop, do whatever it takes to go through life? The whole of life is suffering. If you remember the first noble truth, it is not that there is suffering in life. When you think that there's suffering in life, you think that there are some times when life is not suffering, but that's not the case. The whole of life is suffering. The moment when you start breathing to the time that you stop breathing, it is all suffering. You think breathing is not suffering? If you can breathe normally, yeah, you probably don't think too much of it. But for people with lung problems, or they get severely ill due to COVID-19 or influenza, breathing becomes a problem. And it's suffering when you can't breathe, isn't it? So don't think that sometimes life is pleasurable, sometimes it's not suffering. No. You have to see clearly that the whole of life is suffering. It is part of the three characteristics of the world: anicca, dukkha, anatta. Anicca, impermanence; dukkha, suffering; anatta, non-self. It's only when you can see and experience these three marks thoroughly, 100%, without reservation, then you have no attachment to life and you're not attached to fun and amusement. The Squid Game really highlights different types of greed that humans are so attached to, especially the one for life. If you want to become an Arya, you have to let go of this greed towards money, towards life, towards sex, towards fun and entertainment. Only when you become arahant, then you can indulge in whatever you want. Really, because the arahant doesn't create new karma. So arahant can do whatever they want, or they can do nothing. But before then, you really have to rein in your desires and your greed for whatever stuff, and focus the mind and train it in meditation until you at least become Sotapanna. Before then, keep calm and control. Thank you for watching. Sukhihotu.